All right, so today we're going to talk about how to solve one-step equations and also how to tell if a given situation could be a solution to it. So make sure you have your notes. This is chapter 6, section 6.2. Make sure you go through these with me. Pause when you're supposed to. Try what you're supposed to try. So it says equations may be true for some values and false for others. A solution of an equation is a value that makes the equation true. So here's some examples. Let's say our problem is x plus 3 equals 7. It's saying, is x 3? So what you do is you replace the variable with the value, do out the math, and see if it's true. So 3 plus 3 is not 7, it's 6. So that would not be true. Okay, now I'm going to replace the same exact equation. They're saying, is 4 the correct answer? So you replace the x with the 4, and 4 plus 3 is 7, so that would be true. And then just for, I guess, one more try, they put a 5, saying, is 5 the solution? If you change the x to a 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, not 7, so that's not true. So not every value of x is a solution, only the ones that make the statement true. So here's what you do. Let's write down our steps. You could pause this if I'm writing too fast for you. Step 1, so this is called telling whether the given value is a solution. This is the steps for this. You change the variable. So change the variable to the given value. So there's going to be a value that they're giving you, and they're asking you if it's the solution. So you're changing the value to the given value. And then number 2 is just do the math and see if it's true or false. So those are your 2 steps. Change the variable to the given value and then do out the math. So for this one, it says p plus 10 equals 38. And they're saying, does p equal 18? Is that the solution? So you're going to cross out the p, put an 18, add 10 to it. When you do that, you get 28. 28 does not equal 38, so that would be false. Or you could write no. So all you're doing is changing the given value to the variable and just doing out the math and writing true or false. So for the next one, a number next to a letter means times. So they're saying 4 times y equals 56. Is y 14? So I'm going to do 4 times 14, which is 56. So you end up getting that one is true because the left side of the equation equals the right side of the equation. Okay, so let's try one more, and then I'm going to give you 3 to try. I'm going to do number 4 with you. This means division. So it's saying q divided by 2 is 28. Is q 14? So if I change the q to a 14, this is division. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So obviously 7 does not equal 28. So this one would be false. So you're going to try the other 3, okay? So you're changing the variable to the number it tells you, doing out the math, and telling me whether it's true or false. Does it equal the answer they tell you it should? This is the same thing, only it's written backwards. So 7 times n, change the n to a 5, see if you get 35 for an answer. It's true or false. Okay, so now that we can figure out whether a given variable is an actual solution, now we're going to solve ones that don't have the answer, so we have to figure them out ourselves. So you can use inverse operations to solve equations. Inverse operations undo each other. This inverse is like another big kid word for opposite. So opposite operations. So let's see if you guys can figure this out. What do you think the opposite of adding would be? What would be the opposite of adding something? It would be taking it away. So adding and subtracting are inverse operations. They're opposite of each other. Okay? And then if we have multiplying, the opposite of multiplying by something would be dividing by something. So these are inverses, these are opposites, and these are opposites, and vice versa. The opposite of subtracting is adding, opposite of dividing is multiplying. So those are your opposite operations. Okay, there's a couple steps on how you solve a one-step equation. Let's make sure we write these down. Number 1, circle the side with the variable. So, and I'm going to go through these steps with you in a second, okay? So step 1 is you circle the side with the variable. And then step 2 is do the inverse on the other side. So pause and make sure that you get all of this down, and then there's going to be a second video to finish this.